The dramatic framing of Nancy Lieberman's life at 67 as a tragedy beyond heartbreaking does not reflect her real-life situation, and instead represents a common internet tendency to turn the careers of well-known figures into exaggerated emotional narratives, because in reality Lieberman is widely recognized as one of the most influential pioneers in women's basketball, with a career defined not by downfall or hidden misfortune but by groundbreaking achievement, resilience, and continued involvement in the sport she helped shape, as she rose to prominence at a time when opportunities for women in professional basketball were far more limited than they are today, and through her talent, determination, and competitive excellence she became a trailblazer, earning recognition in multiple halls of fame and setting standards that influenced generations of athletes who followed. And while her playing career eventually transitioned into retirement, as all athletic careers naturally do, that shift did not represent a tragedy but rather an evolution into coaching, mentoring, and leadership roles, where she continued to contribute to basketball in meaningful ways, including becoming a coach in professional women's leagues and working to develop players both on and off the court, which demonstrates continuity rather than collapse, and her post-playing life has been characterized by sustained engagement with the sport, showing that her identity has not been defined solely by her playing days but also by her ability to adapt and remain relevant within the game's evolving landscape. And in addition to her professional journey, she has also navigated personal responsibilities and life transitions that are typical of long careers in public professions, including balancing family, coaching commitments, and the physical realities of aging, which are natural human experiences rather than indications of tragedy, and part of what fuels misleading narratives about figures like Lieberman is the way online storytelling often reframes retirement or reduced public visibility as emotional decline, even when the individual continues to work, contribute, and live a stable life, and in Lieberman's case there is no verified record of any hidden suffering or catastrophic life event defining her present years, but rather a respected figure who remains active in basketball communities, continues to be recognized for her pioneering contributions, and is often celebrated for her role in expanding opportunities for women in professional sports, and it is also important to understand that her career helped pave the way for future leagues such as the WNBA, even though she herself began her career long before those structures fully existed, making her influence foundational rather than symbolic, and that kind of legacy naturally extends beyond her playing years into coaching and mentorship, where she has continued to shape the game by guiding younger athletes and sharing her experience. And while every long career includes moments of challenge, transition, and adaptation, these elements are not synonymous with tragedy, but rather with the normal progression of a life spent in competitive sport, where physical performance peaks are followed by new roles that emphasize knowledge, leadership, and mentorship, and Lieberman's continued presence in basketball reflects exactly that kind of healthy transition, showing persistence and relevance rather than decline. And ultimately, the most accurate way to understand Nancy Lieberman at 67 is not through sensational framing, but through recognition of her enduring legacy, ongoing contributions, and the respect she continues to command within the basketball world, making her story one of impact and longevity rather than heartbreak or tragedy.